Okay, so I want to start with a question. Have you ever told yourself, I'll start investing when I have more money? Maybe when you hit $1,000 or $5,000, or when your credit card is paid off, or when life just settles down a little. Yeah, I said that for 2 years. 2 years of watching YouTube videos about investing, following finance accounts on Instagram, saving articles I never read, and doing absolutely nothing. And then one day, just to shut myself up, I took $50, literally $50, and I invested it. Not because I thought it would make me rich, but because I was sick of being someone who talks about it and never does it. And what happened over the next few months genuinely surprised me, not just in my bank account, but in how I think about money, risk, and building wealth. So today, I'm telling you everything. The good, the embarrassing, the unexpected, no filters. Let's get into it. First, let me tell you where I was when I made this decision, because context matters. I was 26, working a regular job, making enough to cover my expenses, maybe save a little, but nowhere near what the finance gurus on YouTube were talking about. Every time I watched an investing video, they'd say things like, start with at least $1,000, max out your Roth IRA first. Make sure you have 6 months of emergency savings before investing. And I'd think, okay, cool, none of that applies to me right now, bye. So I'd close the video, feel slightly guilty, and move on with my life. The problem wasn't the information. The information was fine. The problem was the entry point felt impossibly high, like investing was this exclusive club, and you needed a minimum donation just to get in the door. And then one night I'm scrolling Reddit, r/personal finance specifically, and I see someone say, you can open a brokerage account with as little as $1. The point isn't the money, the point is building the habit. And something about that just clicked. I didn't need to be ready, I just needed to start. So the next morning I moved $50 from my checking account, money I genuinely would have spent on DoorDash and forgotten about, and I started my investing journey. Here's exactly what I did. All right, so the first decision, where does the money actually go? I did about 3 days of research, which for me means YouTube, Reddit, and a lot of second guessing, and I landed on a few options. Option 1, individual stocks. Pick a company, buy a share. Sounds exciting. Also sounds like gambling when you know nothing. Option 2, ETFs. Exchange traded funds. Basically a basket of stocks. Instead of betting on one company, you're betting on a whole group. Lower risk, more diversified. Warren Buffett famously said most regular people should just buy S&P 500 index funds and chill. Option 3, crypto. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you crypto is bad, but for a first-time investor with $50 and zero experience, the volatility was not something I was ready for emotionally. Option 4, fractional shares. This was the game changer for me. Apps like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and Robinhood let you buy a fraction of a share. So even if one share of Amazon costs $180, you can buy $10 worth. You own a piece. You participate in the growth. So here's what I actually did with my $50, $20 to S&P 500 index fund, VOO. Boring, stable, long-term $15 to Apple, AAPL fractional share. Company I understand and use daily, $10 to Microsoft MSFT, fractional share, same logic, $5 to a small speculative stock. Just to feel the thrill, honestly, I used Fidelity because it has zero minimemes, no account fees, and fractional shares. Not sponsored, just genuinely what I used. And that was it. $50 deployed, account open. I was officially, technically, an investor. The feeling was weird, like I'd done something adult that I wasn't sure I was allowed to do yet. Okay, so the first 30 days of investing with $50, I checked my account approximately 47 times a day. I am not exaggerating. I was obsessed. I'd wake up, check the market, eat lunch, check the market, get ready for bed, check the market. And here's what nobody warns you about. The market moves every single day, and it will stress you out if you let it. Day 3, my portfolio was down $2.14. I felt personally attacked. Day 7, up $3.80. I was a genius investor. Day 11, down $4.50. The economy was broken. Everything was fine, actually. This emotional roller coaster, Zaj, is over $50, taught me something crucial that no book or YouTube video had actually made me feel before. Investing is a psychological game as much as a financial one. The people who lose money in the market usually don't lose it because they picked bad stocks. They lose it because they panic sell when things go down, and then buy back in when things go up. They buy high and sell low, which is literally the opposite of the goal. By week 3, I forced myself to a rule. Check the account once a week. That's it. That single rule changed everything about how I felt. The anxiety dropped. I stopped treating my portfolio like a video game score, and something interesting happened. When I stopped watching it, it started to grow. By month 2, something unexpected was happening. Not in my portfolio, but in my brain. Because once I had actual money in the market, even just $50, I started paying attention to things I never cared about before. When I saw a news headline about interest rates, I actually read it, because now I understood it affected my investments. When Apple released a new product, I paid attention to the market reaction because I owned a piece of Apple. When people talked about inflation, I wasn't nodding blankly anymore. I had context. Having skin in the game, even just $50 of skin, completely changed how I consumed financial information. It became personal. And when things become personal, you actually learn. I started reading about dollar cost averaging, which is just a fancy way of saying invest a small amount consistently, regardless of what the market is doing. The idea is that sometimes you buy at a high price, sometimes at a low price, and it averages out over time. So in month 2, I added another $50, not because I had tons of extra money, but because I was choosing to prioritize it. Skipping one nice dinner out, canceling one unnecessary subscription, and in month 3, another $50. By the end of 90 days, I had invested $150 total. My portfolio value? $163.40. That's a gain of $13.40, or roughly 8.9% return in 90 days. Now, $13 is not retirement money, I know, but that 8.9% return, that's not nothing. The average savings account in America gives you 0.4% annually. I had just outperformed a savings account by a factor of 22 in 90 days with money I would have spent on takeout. Okay, so let's talk about what actually matters here, because this video isn't really about $50, it's about what $50 taught me. Lesson 1. Starting small is not embarrassing. Starting late is expensive. Every single year you wait to invest is a year of compound interest you'll never get back. $50 invested at 25 with consistent contributions looks completely different at 65 than the same thing started at 35. Time is the actual secret ingredient, not the amount. Lesson 2. You learn more by doing than by watching. I had watched probably 200 hours of investing content before I put in that first $50, and I learned more in the first 30 days of actually having money in the market than in all those hours combined. Doing creates understanding in a way that consuming never can. Lesson 3. Emotion is your biggest enemy. The market will go down, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. The 2008 crash, COVID in 2020, every recession ever. The market always goes down, and it has always, historically, come back. The investors who win are the ones who don't panic and sell at the bottom. They stay in, they stay calm, or at least they pretend to be calm. Lesson 4. Boring wins. My speculative stock, the exciting one I bought for a thrill, down 22% at the 90-day mark. My boring S&P 500 index fund, up 6.4%. Boring index funds beat exciting stock picks more often than not. This is not glamorous advice, but it is true advice. Lesson 5. The habit is the point. The $13 gain didn't change my life, but the habit of investing every month, that will. In 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, the person who put in $50 a month consistently will be in a fundamentally different financial position than the person who waited until they had enough to start. So where am I now? That $50 experiment was X months years ago. I've been contributing consistently every month since then, not huge amounts. I'm not making six figures, but consistent, automatic, non-negotiable. My current portfolio is sitting at around your number dollars, including all contributions. My return rate has averaged around X% annually, which isn't extraordinary, but it's steady, and it's mine. More importantly, I have stopped being afraid of investing. That fear that I'll do it when I'm ready paralysis, it's gone. Because I know now that there's no magic moment of readiness. You just start. I also opened a Roth IRA last year, which I would never have done if I hadn't started with that stupid $50. Small things lead to big things. That's just how it works. And every paycheck, without thinking about it, money moves into my brokerage account. It's automatic. It's invisible. And it's building something. So slowly, steadily, compounding quietly in the background while I live my life. That's the whole game. All right, here's your action plan. And I mean this week, not someday. Step 1, open a brokerage account. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or Robinhood. All free, all have no minimums. Takes about 10 minutes to set up. Step 2, transfer whatever you can. $50, $25, $10. The amount is not the point. The account being open and funded, that's the point. Step 3, buy a simple index fund, VOO, VTI, or FXAIX. These track the S&P 500 or the total US stock market. Don't overthink it. Don't try to be clever. Buy the boring thing. Step 4, set up automatic contributions, even $25 a month. Automate it so it happens without you thinking about it. Treat it like a bill you have to pay, because in a way, you're paying your future self. Step 5, stop checking it every day. Seriously. Set it. Forget it. Check it monthly at most. The more you watch it, the more emotionally reactive you become. And emotional investing is losing investing. That's it. 5 steps. This weekend. If this video helped you think about money differently, please hit like. It takes 1 second and it genuinely helps this channel reach more people. Subscribe for more honest, no hype, personal finance content. And I really want to know, are you already investing or is this something you've been putting off? Drop it in the comments. No judgment. I was in the putting it off camp for 2 full years. See you in the next one.